Alright everybody, welcome back to 0 to a Million. This is episode 3. Today we're starting with 5,000 chips. In the last video, I got beat down pretty badly. I was playing bad hands, playing bad poker in general, but this time, things are going to be different. In fact, we got some really interesting hands this video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's just get straight into it. A few minutes into the first table, we're dealt 5-6 of spades. Could bet to get a few other hands out, but after the beatdown from the last session, I don't want to try anything aggressive and fail. Folding might be a good option, but I was never a fan of origami anyway, so I choose to flat. The flop comes out 5-6-3 with 2 clubs. We make 2 pair. I check to set the trap. It isn't too long before someone takes the bait. Galleon bets $200. There's 3 more calls. The action comes back to me. I figure if someone flopped a straight, they would check the flop, bet heavier than $200, or raise rather than flat. Could be up against club draws, straight draws, or some pairs. I raise to $800 to target anyone chasing. They'll have to pay for these next 2 cards. Everybody calls. The turn is the jack of spades. This doesn't change anything for me. I offer a discount on the next card. I make it $500. Anyone drawing should be able to justify 1 more call for the price. We only get 2 buyers this time. The river is a jack of diamonds. This is a card I didn't want to see. Our 2 pair is counterfeit. However, the flush draw misses. There isn't any other card to the straight. I can still be ahead here. I put out $1,000. Any small pairs or pocket pairs may fold. Missed draws will fold, basically saying that this is my pot. We get a call, but we've got them beat, and we get ourselves a big win to start off the session. We switch to a new table. Eventually, we're dealt ace-jack off. I make the call for $50. The flop is 8-3 jack. We make top pair with the best kicker. I bet $175. Gab raises to $675. I've played a few hands against her. She likes to check raise bets with anything. I end up making the call, but I don't have a good idea of what I'm up against. The turn is another 3. Gab throws out a bet for $800. There's a chance she could have a 3, but there's a chance I've also got her beat. I'm too scared to play against her though, and I fold face up. I'm hoping she'll show her cards. She does. She's only got an 8. I'll keep this in mind next time. This hand, we've got Queen 7 off on the big blind. The flop is Queen 4-10 rainbow. We've got top pair. Action falls on me. I check. There's a bet for $50. I call. The turn is a 7. I check to set the trap. There's a bet for $75, and then Gab makes the raise for $575. I'm here to wreak havoc. I shove all in, turn to Gab, and I offer some advice. Run. I may have overdone it because everyone folds. I end up getting my revenge before I leave though. I'm more than happy with that. At the new table, we've got ace-7 off. The flop is 2 queen 5 with 2 diamonds, and we all check. The turn is a 3, gets checked through. The river is a 7. We make a pair. We may actually be ahead here, because there was no betting on the previous streets. Flipley takes a stab at it for $50. Aaron stabs back for $225. It's like we're playing poker in Britain. I decide to stab for $500. There's 2 folds, but Aaron makes the call. We got the goods though, and we end up taking the pot. We get 3 2 of hearts this hand. I call for $50. The flop is Jack Queen 8 with 2 hearts. I check it through. Just trying to see the next card. The turn is a 5 of hearts. We make a flush. There's a bet for $50. I raise to $400. This comes off really strong, but I want anyone with 1 heart to pay for that last card. I'm also happy with everyone folding, but Flippily is the only caller. The river is a 4 of diamonds. Flippily saves us some time and folds immediately. Small win, but we end up taking the pot. For this last hand, I'm dealt 3-8 off on the big blind. I check it to the flop. Comes out 6-10-9 rainbow. We all check to the turn. It's a 7 of hearts. It's an alright card. There's a bet for 375. I raise it a little bit by going all in. App sits in the tank before going all in. Flippily shoves as well. Aaron ends up folding. Later he told me he had an 8 and I thought I had a jack to the straight. Which means we ended up without a chop this time. Finally, we get to scoop a massive pot without sharing. I play a few more hands, but nothing interesting ends up happening, and I decide to rack up. Things went a lot better tonight than the last video, that's for sure. We're not in the lobby, and we made some profit. We had that ace-10 hand. We got $4,000 off of that. That's really good. We also had a few smaller hands as well we won, but that all adds up. Builds my confidence too after the beatdown from the last video. But we did have one major win tonight. That was that straight. We got Aaron off the chop. He thought I had a higher straight, but that's just awesome because I've been splitting straights for a bunch of hands, and finally it's a break from that. So I'm really glad to see that we won. This challenge is a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I only want to play poker to make my money, so I'm not trying to do blackjack or anything. And poker is a lot more scarier when you got stuff at stake in this game. So just one bad play, one bad hand, any coolers, and you lose all your progress, which sucks. But it's also fun when you win as well, making progress too. So I'm looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully we keep the luck. But that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. I wonder if they can see me on camera still.